Hi from my platform LYNDA'S TV show. If it is your first time, you are welcome. Please, after watching this video, if you like what I'm doing, please subscribe, put on your notification bell to all notification. It is very, very important because it will enable you to know when I upload a new video. Here we upload videos on daily basis as it is happening. We are bringing it live and direct, undirected to you. After watching, you are free to criticize, you are free to say your opinion, but let us say it constructively. Myself, Linda, will be standing here watching this video together with you from the beginning to the end. Then we'll go to the comment section. I appreciate you all, my loving subscribers, followers, those who comment and share this video.
Now, how do you feel when they had a court injunction allowing INEC to reconfigure the Bibodia voter education? Let me start from there first.
You realize, you remember very well last time I was in your station, I told you that judiciary in Nigeria, nobody can trust them anymore. Now, Obi first got the injunction to inspect the electoral materials. Along the line, they granted another injunction that INEC should go and reconfigure their voters. How do you balance that? NNAMDI, I will ask you to carry this cup to the other room. And I will call another person and say, go and get this cup and wash it. Which was the first? Which is the second? I ask you, carry this cup to this room. I ask another person, carry this cup and wash. I am therefore trying to either create a crisis between you and the other person, because you would like to obey me, the other person would like to obey me, none of them would like to offend me, because they know I'm the father of the house. And the failure to obey me will attract punishment. So you now see two of you struggling, and in that struggle, this cup might fall and break. That's what Nigerian judiciary is doing. And it's a pity. We will watch. All the judges in Supreme Court, we are watching. Remember, you have children. Let them go abroad and live. When they die, they will fly down their corpses here for burial. But if this is our... No, what I mean is...
I hope that's not really a threat.
No, not a threat. We all will die and I won't die. But what I mean is that let them know that they have children whom they will leave Nigeria for. All of them are old. And what is waiting an old man is dead. Even though we don't die by age, but no one lives forever. All evil they are doing, their children will live to see it. I know several Supreme Court judges who have retired. Some of them, I know their children.
But you see, the action by INEC currently, they've also responded that there will be a backup. I mean, knowing this time and age is a technological age.
Nobody in Nigeria should believe INEC again. Though my statement somehow might contradict some issues, because if by tomorrow Labour Party wins the governorship election or INEC declares P2B, well, we know. We are not saying Obi won because INEC says so. We're saying Obi won because we saw it. Without eyeglass, we saw it. Obi won. Now, INEC says Obi didn't win. Now, INEC said they will upload their results through Beavers. And they didn't do. And they are justified because they said they're independent. They do whatever they like. And they have robbed Nigerians. Now, the court is coming now again to say, we will have a backup. How sure are you? Which backup are they going to back? If they back up their falsehood, what has it changed? What has it changed? Because everything, what we had needed was, Oga, give us all the papers you used. Since you have now declared result based on papers, give us all the papers. But I saw in television when they have rubbished and scattered and torn and pieces every details that Labour Party was coming to inspect. And nobody is talking about it. Nigeria.
So you feel
that help that they don't press us to the wall.
Well, looking at this protest and the statement by Tanku Yenese, it says there's no going down on it occupying INEC. We understand that there's an election coming forth on the 18th. Well, let's keep that on one side. Now, we had the protest by PDP, led by their presidential candidate, Atiku Abubakar, and he says that there will be a continuation of the protest, that they're going to see more, although they had their submissions to INEC, and INEC really received it in person of Festus Okoye. Now, he received it on behalf of Mahmoud Yakubu. Going on the protest, occupying INEC, do you think that will change anything, considering that they've been allowed to really go, to court? Although we know that the case was really struck out, that Obi was, praying that INEC does not reconfigure the VIVAS, but the case that they struck out and INEC has been allowed to reconfigure the VIVAS. My question is, the protest, the obedient movement is planning right now, currently, in various parts of the country, various parts and various branches of INEC. What move or what changes will this bring?
NNAMDI, let me tell you this, Nigeria is a funny place. Let me start with this adage. I'll now tell my mother-in-law what I'll buy for her when I get to the market, so that it will not be that I get to the market and I didn't see the thing and I'll become a liar. Let Nigerians know that I'm not in any way advocating for protest. But if this provocation continue, protest will come. And I will not tell Nigerians what they will see in the protest. But when they begin to see it, the whole world will shake. Every ear that hears it will tingle. But I pity those who are playing with us. How can you carry egg in your hand? You are playing with somebody who carry clay pot. Oga, why should you do that? The clay pot might not be as expensive as the egg you carry. Oga, you get money, you are enjoying life. We no get, we are not enjoying. To us, death is necessary. To you, death is a no-go area.
So if you want to really interpret this adage you just used, the egg and the clay pot, who is the egg? Are you referring to INEC or are you referring to...
The egg is the Nigerian elites who are playing with us, who are using INEC and using the court. Now...
And the clay pot is who?
The clay pot is the ordinary man, the you, the me, the cameraman, and the rest of the people who have not seen food to eat, who are hungry in their own fatherland. And some people are floating their cash, using 2,000 naira, 5,000 naira. When they want to show you actually that they matter, they'll flash $100 before you. Oh, what a shame. But I salute courageous Nigerians before whom $100 was flashed. And they said, though I have not seen dollar before, but I will not take dollar. I will vote my conscience. And their vote went for Mr. Peter Gregory Obi and Labour Party. They said, to hell with your dollar. To hell with your 5,000. To hell with your 10,000. They are my heroes. They are the clay. But the possibility that clay falls and remain is there. But there is no possibility, except if it is juju egg, that it will fall and remain. So let them be careful. Otherwise, let them protest. Let them go to protest. Hold it, oh. I'm telling you, sir, but in fact, calm down with your protest. When the time comes, we will give them protest, woto, if they don't change. But for now, no. We are still doing part of peace.
You know that, you know what happened in the NSAS time and how the NSAS protest was actually hijacked. Yes, the aftermath is still there.
Hijacked by who?
So, don't you people feel that the protest will be, there will be some infiltration? You know, there's going to be a mixed multitude.
Do you know that NSAS was a Nigerian thing? Nandi, have you not witnessed how SAS people turned us into something else in this country? Along the road here, one of the days, one of the SAS guys asked me to come down from my car. I said, for what? The cock is gone. Unknown to him that I am an ex-boy. So when I came out, I told him I will slap you and you shoot down your gun. Now, I have two powers. I have the government power. I have spiritual power. You shoot that gun, it will not sound. Yes. But when I came, I told him, if you mess up, if you do it again, I will slap you. And I will call your superior. and I make sure that your clothes is pulled out. You are called SARS. That's why you turn Nigerians to slaves. You flog us anyhow. I know that there were Yahoo boys, but everybody is not Yahoo. There are ways, professional ways of handling every issue. So when they turned us into this mess, we kept on warning, we kept on crying, and eventually people came up. And you are saying that it was infiltrated. Infiltrated by who? It is the same people who are angry, who could not talk, that joined the trend. Just as you may see it, if they provoke this thing they are trying to provoke. And let me tell you, there will be no protest. It will be an overturning of Nigeria's system, let me tell you. It will be no protest, but everything will overturn. Even in your station, your cameraman will be recording from a hideout. May it not happen. May this rain not fall. Because if it falls, there will be nothing like civil war. There will be nothing like religious war. It will be war between the commoners and their lives. I will park my car and trek. I will remove these clothes and wear the normal clothes. Because if you look fresh, you'll be suspected to be one of them. And you go down for it. May they not. I warn Nigerians. Yenusa, calm down. Let's toe the path of peace. Until those who are dealing with us says they don't like peace, we'll give them what they like.
Well, we could really take that right now as a threat, correctly.
Well, they never call it a threat.
Yeah,
but we see it's evolving.
But currently, the situation in Nigeria, with what you're saying, it is like obvious people have said in time past that Nigeria was sitting on a keg of gunpowder, looking at the issues that have really sprung up. But some say that it's just the normal issues that we see. They boil, and they come down. They come down. So what makes the difference in this 2023 aftermath of the presidential election? What do you think really will be the outcome? Because most people, there's so much talk about the issues on ground. And in time past, we've seen so much talk and less action. Go on.
Yes. In the time past, it was said that Nigeria was sitting on a keg of gunpowder. And everybody saw it. Suddenly a man came up in the person of Peter Obi and lifted Nigerians a little and moved the gunpowder away and placed a solid chair. You see, most Nigerians who were preparing their papers to fly abroad cancelled that trip. Most Nigerians who were abroad returned back to vote. There was somehow a serene environment hovering over Nigeria on the grace of Mr. Peter Obi. There was nobody talking about ethnicity, tribalism, religious differences and all that. Suddenly everybody started saying, a new Nigeria is possible. A new Nigeria is possible. A new Nigeria, until this happened. And you know that on the very day this election was declared, this result was declared, Nigeria is supposed to begin to boil. But immediately Peter Obi said, let nobody go to the street. And everywhere became quiet. Just like what Jesus did when the storm was so high, the tempest was high, and he woke up from sleep and said, peace, be still. And everything died down. Obi, Nigerians should know that Obi is their Jesus Christ today. Though nobody should mention him, Jesus Christ, as a religious person. But Obi is standing in for Jesus Christ. He belonged to a political party where Jesus belonged. Because Jesus is a member of Labour Party. He says, I will tell you now, he said, when 2 or 3 are gathered, and we have had 2.
But we have other parties also who really profess Christianity.
Jesus never said that he is where umbrella is. He never said he is where horse is. He never said he is where broom is. In fact, there's no mention of broom around Jesus. He did not say he is where bee or whatever thing is. He said where 2 or 3 are gathered. 2 or 3. And we see in Labour Party, Papa, Mama, Pekin, are there not 3? Where do you expect Jesus to be?
Well, that's your interpretation, but other party members will agree with you on this interpretation that you've just really mentioned. So, what do you think the Labour Party may be cooking currently, looking at the words of Yenusa Tanko and his situations that they said they are not backing down on the protests that they plan to really have. We know that the 18th of March is slated for the governorship election. If they start a protest now, do you think INEC could be able, or Nigerians will be able to have a peaceful atmosphere when it comes to the election on the 18th of March?
We are not going into protest now. Then look at, when Nehemiah was building the wall, rebuilding the wall of Jerusalem, he told his men, put your sword by your side and carry trowel or hammer or chisel by your right hand side. Yes, we are Labour Party, we are peaceful. We are doing the part of peace. But there is sword by the side. I am not happy.
Are you talking about literal sword or figurative sword?
No, figurative sword. Yenusa said there is no backing down. And that is truth, except the needful is done. And let me tell you, Labour Party today have the ears of over 90% of Nigerians. Whether they are in APC, they are in PDP, they are in any political party, Labour Party have their ears. I drove from somewhere this morning and I met a group of people who were not Labour. They were not members of Labour Party. They stopped me. And they said, sir, please, you people should save us. You people should save us. Because if you don't save us, we don't know our left from our right at this point. So we are waiting to see the outcome of whatever will be in the near future. Let us finish the gubernatorial election and you'll still see if the thieves, well, when we get to the bridge.
Because he's saying that they're going to occupy INEC. So if you occupy INEC, how would their staff come out for the, okay, it should be after the election.
After the election, yeah.
Okay, let's see. But if I put it this way, if most Labour Party gubernatorial candidates win elections, do you think there will still be protests like this? If we have we have almost 32 states going in for the election, right? And we have close to 25 of Labour Party gubernatorial candidates win elections. Do you think we'll still go in for the protest?
Yes.
Why?
You are holding my thing. That I got this one is not enough. Give me all my thing. They are my right. We voted for the president. We voted for the governor. The governor has won. You are holding our president. Give him to us. The governor will not change Nigeria from the top. He will be working from where he belongs, which is the center. But you know that until water becomes fresh from the top, it can never completely be fresh at the center. You might struggle to make it fresh at the center. But the struggle will continue so long as the top remain bad.
But contrary to this, your analogy now, we have some members of Labour Party as House of Assembly members who really won the elections. We know that we saw some Labour Party candidates for the Senate and for Rep. They are entering into the 10th Assembly currently. They have power to still change some things. Don't you think so? Looking at this analogy,
we know the power of the National Assembly. We know the power of the president. You discover that in the 9th Assembly, the National Assembly always tilts to the side of the body movement of the president. That's why we are highly indebted today. So, if Labour Party senators and House of Rep members are in the 10th Assembly, they are in the minority. And you know the normal saying, the minority will have their say, the majority will have their way. So which one matters? Is it that you keep shouting and shouting until they will render you redundant? Or you stand where you can be able to make up a policy that will affect the people? So that's what we are talking. We are not in any way thanking anybody for a servant to come into my father's house and give me a piece of cake. In my father's house, a servant giving me a piece of cake, and I will collect from him and kneel down and say, thank you, sir. No, the Bible says that the heir, so long as he's a child, is not different from a servant.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, my wonderful viewers, for watching this video together with me from the beginning to the end. Like I said before, if you like what you see here, if you like what I do in this platform, as you have finished watching this video, please hit that red button that says subscribe and put on your notification bell to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to know when I upload a new video. Share my videos, leave your comments in the comment section constructively. Until I meet your way again in my next video, I still remain your Linda's TV show. Bye-bye.